There's gotta be a better way than this. A jumble of numbers and letters we memorize and then forget. But we're told over and over that if we want security, we have to sacrifice convenience. Not anymore. Introducing Myris by iLok, the Iris Identity Authenticator that lets you access your entire digital world. No more usernames, no more passwords. Myris converts your individual iris characteristics to an encrypted code that is unique only to you. It matches that code to grant you access to your computer, e-commerce sites, social networks, and data all in less than 1 second. Myris stores no data, not even the image of your eye. Unlike fingerprints, your iris can't be mistaken for someone else's. Since no two irises are alike, finally, there's a better way. And it's as easy as looking in a mirror. Myris, instant, secure access to your digital world. No usernames, no passwords.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Joanne Tech Lover. I'm Joanne and I'll be taking a look at the Gatekeeper wireless computer lock and tracker with Bluetooth 4.0. I have the black, silver, and gold versions here with me today, and it's also available in blue. The PC lock and tracker is great for protecting your content from prying eyes, and it's especially useful in office and hospital settings. It's also compatible with both Windows and Mac. Here's a look at the included accessories that come in each box. You get one Gatekeeper key and USB lock. 2 CR2032 batteries are also provided. You only need one and the other is extra. There's also a keyring in the package and a quick start guide. As for dimensions, the Gatekeeper key measures 45mm by 25mm by 7mm, and it weighs only 10 grams. It has a simple design with a chic and modest pattern at the front. This is the black model, and here's a closer look at the silver and gold keys. I like their subtle coloring. There's a keyring hole on the right corner of the key. With the keyring attached, just hook it onto your own keys and take the Gatekeeper key with you wherever you go. Here's a groove at the bottom of the key for removing the back cover. Use your fingernail to take off the cover. Inside is the battery compartment for installing the CR2032 battery. Insert the battery with the plus icon facing up. Next, download the main application software, then install the firmware update. Once you have finished downloading the software, insert the USB lock into a USB port on your PC or USB hub connected to your PC. Then click OK. You won't be able to auto-lock and unlock your system without registering your key first. Once you click Register Key, touch your Gatekeeper key to the USB lock, and the pairing process will take effect. Next up, you can choose to skip or input credentials. If you skip the process, you will not be able to unlock your PC automatically. If you decide to input your system password and click Done, both the auto lock and unlock features will become available to you. After the software update, let's move on to the firmware update. Make sure all 3 items are checked off. Place your key next to the USB lock, then click Next. The firmware will update without a hitch, and then you're all done. You can change up the lock distance from near to far. I've tested the near settings, and the key seems to lock the system once it's 10 to 15 feet away. There's an option to test the lock and unlock settings. Make sure to save your settings if you make changes, and quit Gatekeeper only if you wish to deactivate the lock and key functions. Keep in mind that your computer will not lock while this window is open. Just close out of the Gatekeeper window to start using the lock and key. I'll place the key just outside my room door and leave it there. Once the key is far enough away, the system will automatically lock itself. If you have a long, complicated password, instead of inputting the password each time your PC is locked, the Gatekeeper will automatically log you back in once the key is near the USB lock. More features include the Gatekeeper Enterprise solution for businesses. This software can manage all gatekeepers on a network and give access to application settings as well as event logs. There's even a Gatekeeper app so you can keep track of your important items like your bike, book bag, and more via the Bluetooth location tracker. You can even set alarms when items are out of range.
OpenKey is a device taking aim at the password problem. We all need passwords, but as many security professionals have pointed out, just using a password is not sufficient to protect your private photos or anything for that matter. We need something that is less prone to being stolen or compromised. The solution has long been two-factor authentication.
With two-factor authentication, even if your password is compromised, you have something else like a passcode that changes every 30 seconds that has to be entered in order to log in. But then the problem is how to manage two-factor tokens easily and transparently. No one wants to carry a keychain with multiple tokens and a phone with multiple apps just to log in. That is where OpenKey comes in. OpenKey removes the hassle of forgetting your passwords and serves as a universal two-factor authentication platform that can replace your multiple hardware tokens and apps.
The way this works is the face of OpenKey has 6 capacitive touch buttons. These buttons serve 2 purposes. First, in order to enable the device for use, a PIN must be entered. This way, if OpenKey is ever lost or stolen, it will be unusable without knowing the PIN. The second purpose of the 6 buttons are to support multiple authentication methods, such as the one-time passwords used by YubiKey, Google Authenticator, and the new Universal Two-Factor method. OpenKey can be configured to your desired preference. For example, pressing button 1 can enter your username and password to unlock your laptop or workstation. Pressing button 2 can log into your LastPass account using the Google Authenticator method of two-factor authentication. And pressing button 3 can log into your email using the Universal Two-Factor method of authentication. Since we support Universal Two-Factor, you can log into an unlimited number of accounts such as Dropbox, Amazon, and Salesforce, just to name a few. With OpenKey, there is no longer any reason to carry around a janitor's keyring of tokens, key fobs, and use multiple apps just to access the sites you need to securely. OpenKey is waterproof, durable, and smaller than a typical USB flash drive. So how secure is it? OpenKey supports PIN protection, so unlike other tokens and key fobs, if OpenKey is ever lost or stolen, it will be unusable without the PIN. All of the keys and passwords are encrypted with military-grade AES encryption. If an incorrect PIN is entered, OpenKey blinks 3 times. If an attacker attempts to guess the passcode, the device will perform a factory default, wiping all sensitive data after 10 failed attempts. The device is even protected from more advanced physical hacking attacks by using hardware security features. In fact, OpenKey is the world's first token to implement self-destruct and plausible deniability features. A self-destruct PIN or a plausible deniability PIN can be set when you first activate your OpenKey. With the self-destruct PIN, if you are ever forced to give up your PIN, the self-destruct PIN can be provided instead, which will wipe the OpenKey. With the plausible deniability PIN, if you are ever forced to give up your PIN, the plausible deniability PIN can be provided instead, which will activate the OpenKey, but using a second profile that contains passwords that were set up to look real and may even work to log into websites but are just dummy accounts. These features make it possible for journalists or for those who live in restrictive countries that ban encryption to use the OpenKey. And since the mentioned second profile only functions as a regular password manager, it would be plausible that their OpenKey did not utilize encryption. Best of all, OpenKey is always open source, and we believe that transparency is the key to security. Only you own your keys, and you don't just have to take our word for it. This can be verified by you or by independent evaluation. This also means that unlike other vendors who embrace security through obscurity, OpenKey will be open and able to adapt to a
Welcome to Yubico. In this video, in the How-To series, I will show registration of a FIDO Universal Second Factor, or U2F, security key by Yubico with my Google account in the Chrome browser. As you can see in my inbox, I have already enabled two-step verification on my account. To protect my account with a security key, I click on my username, then on the Accounts link, and select the Security tab. In the Password box, click on the Settings link next to the two-step verification label, then select the Security Keys tab. I currently do not have any security keys registered, so I click the Add Security Key button, which brings up the security key registration page. Click on the Register button, insert my security key by Yubico, wait for the blue light to flash steadily, then touch the gold disc. Google shows me I now have one security key registered on my account. I can add more security keys for backup, etc. Let's see it in use. So I first log out of my account. Logging back in, I enter my password as normal. However, I now get the two-step verification page showing the security key dialog. I insert my security key by Yubico, wait for the blue flashing light, then touch the key's gold disc, and I'm in. Strong, two-step verification with the touch of a button.
With iTouch ID, you'll be able to access your computer's user account, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other website online accounts that you previously would lock under the password. And all of it with just one touch. You can use much stronger and longer password, 12 or more symbols, without any problems. Just put your finger on the iTouch ID and you're in. You don't need to worry that people around you, your classmates, colleagues, business partners, buddies, your wife or husband would see your password. Your private photos, videos, documents, and any other information will always be protected.